So I'm trying to get out of Joe Biden's office, and then I'm in the hallway, and then he's like, "Oh, I need you to come back here." I'm like, "What now?" So I come back, I sit down. He sees I'm exasperated. He's like, "Oh no, this isn't any JSU stuff. I got another question for you." I'm like, "Okay, shoot." You know about the job unemployment issue we have? A lot of people are unemployed, but we got more job openings, but people aren't working. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm familiar with that. You know, Bill Maher did a whole segment on it. I'm like, yeah, I saw it. He's like, well, what's the problem? Why are people taking these jobs? I'm like, well, that's because it's, he's like, spit it out. It's how you're paying them. You mean like every week versus every month? I'm like, well, no, it's actually what you're paying them with. What we're paying them with, he's like, we're paying them with US dollars. Could be worse. We could pay them with pesos. I'm like, yeah, pesos would be worse, but that's not the problem. You see, everyone wants crypto. It's like, well, that's not a problem either. We can pay them in Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, Bitcoin's kind of like last year's coin. There's a new one out that everyone wants. Well, what coin is it? We'll get it. We'll pay them. I'm like, it's Toin. He's like, what's Toin? You sure you want to hear this? I'm like, he's like, yeah, we need to do something about this job problems. We need to do something, get people back to work, and get these supply chains up and running. I'm like, you're not going to like it. He's like, Joe Biden's like, there's nothing wrong. As long as we get people back to work, everything's going to be fine. I'm like, well, Toin is the street name for the Trump coin. He just went, the Trump coin? Trump has a crypto? Yeah, and it's shot to number one. It's like Jerry Springer. It's universal. So everyone wants to be paid in Trump coin or Toin. And when people, they sign up for the job, they like it, they work, the employer's happy, employees happy. They get their first pay stub and they look at their bank account and they see US dollars. They look at their crypto wallet and there's no Toin. They're pissed and they quit. So you're saying people are refusing jobs because they are not getting the Trump coin? Yeah. I told you, it's universal. Plus it has benefits. What benefits can the Trump coin have? Well, you know it's universal, so that means a lot of spacefaring races use it. Well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, if you know, as a Trump coin holder or a Toin holder, you know, if you're flying your spaceship and you get sucked into a black hole, show them your Trump coin or Toin, they kick you out of the black hole. They set you free. So you don't have to worry about never coming back. What else? Is that it? No. I mean, I'm called space side assistance is there. So if you're flying your spaceship and you get sideswiped by a comet, you call the number. Someone's there within a half hour. If they can't fix your spaceship in 2 hours, they give you a new one. He was just like, is there anything else? Well, let me think. No, I think that's it. Those are just some of the benefits, but everyone wants Toin. Toin is universal currency. You go to any planet, any galaxy, any star system, you know that you can use your Toin and be fine. So he's like, well, why don't we just get another crypto and pay him? Like, I'll get my own crypto Biden coin. We call it Boeing. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. He's like, why is it not going to work? My name's good. The coin's going to be good. I was like, well, remember what you all did to me. You know, you had Bill Maher and Kamala Harris, what they did to me. The Orions will never let a Biden coin fly in the universe. What the hell did Bill Maher and Kamala Harris do to you? Remember they tried to set me up? Had the Orions arrest me? Went through court for a year in the Orion Nebula? He's like, no, I never heard about that. I'm like, that's how you won the election. Really? That's why? Yep, that's why. So the Orions are not having it because you wasted their time and resources. Well, granted, it wasn't you, it was Bill Maher and Kamala Harris, but they're still mad at you. And Bill Maher and Kamala Harris. So, is there anything else we could do? He's asking, so we can get some of these Toins and get people back to work. I'm like, well, you could call Trump. He's like, I'm not doing that. I was like, yeah, I didn't think that would work, but that was just an idea. So, is there anything we can do to get people back to work? I'm like, unless you can get some Toin, you're stuck. He's like, well, okay. I'm going to call a meeting with my advisors and see how we can get some Toin or Trump coin, what the hell, wherever it is. Thank you for the information. At least you're honest. Well, I never said I would not tell you the truth. I mean, I know that's hard to find in the politics in Washington, D.C. Well, good luck with that. I'm out. And so I got up and walked out. And this time I didn't walk out. I ran down the hallway because I didn't want him to call me back in the office asking me for any more crazy questions.